Hey, Shalom Yasharallah, which means peace Israel. I'd like to start out by giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Yahweh, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the word ignorantly calls God. Jehovah, Yahweh, our higher. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai, that's the true and powerful mighty name of who the word Salaki, of who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the Rahakodash is the Holy Spirit according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I would like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, unto you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Much love and respect unto you, brothers, pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. May Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai continue to bless you in your households. I'm the brother Yawan, coming back after another lesson. Lord willing is edifying to the Lord's elect. All right. And just a quick lesson on, just being vexed. Just tired of being here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, this place here, man, it'll piss you off. All right, and then especially as we get closer to our deliverance, Lord willing, we're part of that number. Okay, we get more and more anxious. Okay, and just wanting to getting up out of here. Hastening the day, because all type of wickedness we got to see, all type of stuff we got to endure. We got to sit here and endure and just eat, and it pisses you off, man, because it's like you know how things are supposed to be, and the way things are supposed to be ran and operated, and all that, and it's not going. It's not being. The earth isn't being ran like that, so it vexes you because a lot of stuff, shit, the whole world is out of order. And that's why all the things with, the trade wars and, these wars, all type of wars that's going on with Russia, moving in on NATO territory, all these things happening to crazy weather patterns, weather events, to blackouts, okay, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about to bring judgment in the world. But, we, those of us in the faith, just tired, just like, how long, oh Lord? How long are these devils gonna have to be over us? All right. So enough of my rambling. I want to go into some scriptures. Okay, I have the book here, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. Right. And in the NLT it reads, extortion turns people into fools, and that's how it feels like we've been extorted here in Babylon the Great in America. All right. I mean, we gotta pay for shit that should be free. Water, air, okay, stuff that the Most High made readily accessible for the whole entire world. Okay, but we gotta pay for that. That shit's ridiculous. And then the devil he poisoned it. Okay, then let's not go into the way they pay us and do our work. We shouldn't be even getting taxed like that. Okay, but a lot of people don't understand how the system works. How things are supposed to be. They just fall into the category of, oh, it's always been like this. So instead of looking into things but a lot of things is about to change here pretty soon. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the next scripture. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Bear with me a second. Alrighty. So you got Deuteronomy 28:34. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall the nation which thou knowest not eat up. Yeah, like when you're at work, okay. Who gets the credit? Who gets the real credit for all your hard work? Esau. Okay, the so-called white man. You know, us Israelites, we're the ones slaving and toiling in the field while Esau's reaping all the benefits. Okay. Verse continuing on, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. In the NLT, it says you will suffer under constant oppression and harsh treatment. And that's what we get here. If it ain't from Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, it's from your fellow Israelite, from your fellow Israelite brother. Okay, not saying, brother like wanting the truth. Okay, talking about like a 2/3 of your woman, children, okay, people in the world. And, when I mention Israelite, it refers to modern day so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto a speckled bird who look like the heathen nations because they've been scattered amongst the heathen nations. But their bloodline and lineage goes back onto Jacob by way of the fathers. Okay? So yeah, we undergo a whole bunch of harsh treatment here in this kingdom. Okay, so verse 34, Deuteronomy 28:34 in the KJV. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. In the NLT, you'll go mad because of all the tragedy you see around you, right? And that's all that we see around us is tragedy. Okay, let's go here. Let's look up the definition of tragedy. Tragedy, shit. Tragedy, an event causing great suffering, destruction, and distress, such as a serious accident, crime, or catastrophe. Okay, and shit, that's what we deal with. That's what the nation of Israel, especially the Israelite man, deals with on a day-to-day basis: disaster, calamity, catastrophe, mishap, devastation, misfortune, misadventure, setbacks, trials and tribulations, affliction. Okay, misery, sorrow, pain, agony, and distress, unhappiness, and disappointment is what the Israelites, mainly the Israelite man, hey, we mad at all of this, man. We like I said earlier, it's like how long, oh Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, must we continue to suffer this? Okay, and we got to continue to be patient and endure. Okay, because he that endures until the end, the same shall be saved. So let's jump down. Deuteronomy 28, verse 65 in the KJV. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. So, like, scriptures like in Jeremiah 51st chapter, when it says, arise you and depart, or Micah 2:10 as well, arise you and depart. Okay, is no matter where you go on this earth, these curses are going to follow you. So, like, scriptures like that, you arise and depart mentally and spiritually. Okay, leave this world behind. But among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall give thee there a trembling heart, falling of eyes, and sorrow of heart. All right? Meaning, we ain't gonna have no ease here, man. Never a. That's why I said Micah 2:10, arise you and depart, for this is not your rest. This isn't our kingdom. Okay, we're not meant to get comfortable in captivity. We got to continue to hasten the day. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he'll make it. He'll shake you up to where you won't get comfortable in captivity if you want to his. Okay, he will not allow you to get too comfortable in this place. He will not let you get too settled on your leads. Okay, now in the NLT, there among those nations you will find no peace. Hey, Jake never gonna find no peace here in captivity, man. And we gotta come to terms with that because we're not in our rest, we're not in our kingdom, and this is something that I'm coming to terms with now. I'm trying to the best of my ability at least. So there among those nations you will find no peace, or place to rest, and Yahweh will cause your heart to tremble, your eyesight to fail, and your soul to despair. Wait, one of those definitions for tragedy. Okay, it all lines up. So let's go here. Another tragedy of the Israelites that has, that shit has me vexed. Okay, so this is the book of Haggai, in verse 5. It's like Haggai chapter 1, verse 5. Now, therefore, thus said Yahweh, Lord of hosts, consider your ways. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled. You clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. And that's how it feels like, man. As soon as you get your paycheck, it's gone. Okay. Shit, Esau and Uncle Sam dip into your check before you even get it. And shit, that man, like if you look at how much we should have got versus after after taxes, that shit piss you off, man. Have you vexed? Okay, because we already got to sit here and pay for everything. Then bills, and then everything is a bill. Okay, just to squeeze the money, get the money out of you, so Jake won't be able to get ahead. Okay, and penalize you for it. Like, man, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. That's why we need. We need Yahweh Shah. We need Yahweh Shah. The verse 7. Thus said Yahweh, Lord of hosts, consider your ways. So let's read this in the NLT. I'm starting at verse 5, Haggai 1-5. This is what Yahweh, Lord of heaven's army, says. Look at what's happening to you. You have planted much, but harvest little. You eat, but are not satisfied. And I mean, shit. They took all the nutrients and everything out of the food. We eating defiled bread. Okay, shit. We don't even know what's real food anymore. The truth is coming out. Okay, technology and whistleblowers and all that. Esau's tongue is falling upon itself. So all type of information is coming out about the food system nowadays, man. And it's just like, damn, like I can't wait to eat real food, drink clean water, breathe clean air. All right, this kingdom is whack. It's through. Just ready for this bitch to go down, man, and ready for the new. Because America, Babylon, great. It's played out, man. Um, you drink, but it's still thirsty. Going back to them stripping the nutrients and minerals out of everything, man. Okay, shit, don't make no goddamn sense. We gotta add fruits and vegetables, and goddamn, herbs and spices and all that to our water, just to get the proper hydration and minerals that we need. You put on clothes but cannot keep warm. Shit, because they mix fabrics. And they do that shit on purpose. Your wages disappear as though you were putting them in pockets filled with holes. And that's exactly what it feels like, man. Our wages. Okay? Our wages is gone before we even shit. Before we get a chance to touch it, man. As soon as we get it and hit our account, they go shit, rent or rent a mortgage, car bill, insurance, light bill, water bill, gas bill, and then don't let you have Netflix subscriptions and all that, phone bill. Okay, you got all these different things you got to take care of, and then shit. Then you still got to get food. So I mean, it's and then that's why people steady get up and going to work. Okay, because it's a whole Esau got us in a damn hamster wheel. It ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom of heaven, man. I know it's something greater than this. Verse 7, this is what Yahweh, Lord of Heaven's army says. Look at what's happening to you. And people don't realize, they think that this is normal, that this is how life is supposed to be. And hell no, this isn't how life is supposed to be. This shit is ass backwards. This is upside down. This is Bizarro's world. Okay? Moving on. Let's go here. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 7. And deliver just like vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Right. And we're vexed with the filthy. Let's go into this word conversation. Let's see what it says in the Greek. And people say, Christians would read this and think that it was talking about communication of the mouth.
Strong's G391. Anastrafe. Anastrafe.
So you go down the outline of biblical usage, it goes into manner of life, conduct, behavior. Okay, so how you conduct yourself or your manner of life. And so Lot he was vexed with the manner of life, okay, or the conduct of the people, of the wicked. And he was staying in Sodom and Gomorrah, so he seen all type of shit that pissed him off. And him trying to be righteous to the best of his ability, staying in that shit pissed him off, and that pisses us off. Okay, we go to the damn store. You go to the damn grocery store. You see a goddamn woman half naked. Then she with her man. So you shit. You done already looked and you like damn, and then you realize she with a man and shit. You done committed adultery already, right there. And that type of shit piss you off because that shit is allowed here, man. And it's just like, bro, put some clothes on, man. And then like you men like quit allowing that shit. Grow some balls and stand up. Like, don't let your women come out the house like that, man. Shit's embarrassing. She's supposed to be a representative of you. You just letting her come outside in any type of way. That means you see who runs the relationship, man. Okay? For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's how we are, man. Okay? Having to sit here and tolerate people, man. All right, especially our people. People dumb as hell. Slow as hell. Don't grasp what's going on in the world, man. Thinking that we got another 5-10 years here. Lord willing, we don't. But the way things is going, it seems like, hey, the salvation and deliverance is right around the corner. Okay? Let's read this in the NLT. 2 Peter 2:7. But God also rescued Lot out of Sodom because he was a righteous man who was sick of the shameful immorality of the wicked people around him. Right. We are too. Okay. Our people are embarrassment. They think being ghetto and ratchet, they think that shit's cool. That shit is normal, man. That shit is an embarrassment, man. Okay. And the Most High is not allowing that shit in the kingdom. Okay. That's why he's getting rid of 2/3 of our people. Okay. He's setting up a standard. He wants quality, not quantity, man. He wants the good, the cream of the crop. Verse 8. Yes, Lot was a righteous man who was tormented in his soul. And we tortured in our soul because like we want to establish order here in this society. Okay, shit. Even in our household sometimes we can't execute the way we want to because of how things are set up in this kingdom. Okay. But in his wickedness, he was tormented in his soul by the wickedness he saw and heard day after day. Right. Oh shit. Let's go here to Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 1. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. If only my hair were a pool of water, and my eyes a fountain of tears, I will weep day and night for all my people who have been slaughtered. Right? And our people are steady being slaughtered. They like sheep being led to the slaughter, man, because they don't know any better. They're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They're spiritually being slaughtered before our eyes, and there's nothing we can do but sit here and preach the gospel and hoping that Yahweh Bashim Haushai, opens it up to them. Oh, that I could go away and forget my people and live in a traveler shack in the desert. For they are all adulterers, a pack of treacherous liars. And that's our people, man. Okay? Our people get off on sleeping with another man's woman, man. Okay? They brag and boast about that shit like that shit's cool. That shit's disgusting. You shouldn't want to fuck after another man. And a pack of treacherous liars. Don't know who to trust in this society. That's why we thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the brotherhood and try to hold on to that to the best of our ability. Verse 3. My people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, bend their tongues like bows to shit all lies. They refuse to stand up for truth. And this is shit we got to deal with. Okay? They rather, deal with plantation Christianity and all the bullshit of the world, all the wisdom. They'll rather deal with the wisdom of the world instead of dealing with the truth and dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They refuse to stand up for the truth. They only go from bad to worse. They don't know me, says Yahweh. Beware of your neighbor. Don't even trust your brother. For brothers take advantage of brother, and friends slander friends. Right. And I see it with my own eyes. Shit at the job place, man. People that's supposedly supposed to be cool talking shit behind it. Man, bro. It's ridiculous. Our people are cutthroat, man. They all fool and defraud each other. No one tells the truth. With practiced tongues, they tell lies. They wear themselves out with all their sinning. They pile lie upon lie and utterly refuse to acknowledge me, says Yahweh. Exactly. Okay. And that shit's vexing as hell, man, because you be wanting to put your trust in people and but hey, Jay gonna let you down every single time, man. Every single time. Unless it's a brother in the truth, a brother in the faith. Other than that, nigga in the world is gonna let you down every single time. Let's go here. Let's go back to the book of Ecclesiastes, book chapter 1. Go to verse 12. I, the preacher, was king over Israel and Jerusalem as King Solomon. And I gave my heart. Let me read it in the NLT. I devoted myself to search and understand, Slakia, to search for understanding and to explore by wisdom everything being done under heaven. I soon discovered that God has dealt a tragic existence to the human race. I observed everything going on under the sun, and really, it is all meaningless, like chasing the wind. All right, and it's in the it's like in the KJV it says everything under the sun is vanity and vexation of the spirit, right? And that's everything that goes on in this world that's outside of this truth is vanity and vexation of spirit, man. All it does is pisses you off, man. So like in verse 15, what is wrong cannot be made right. What is missing cannot be recovered. In the KJV, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Back in the NLT, I said to myself, look, I am wiser than any of the kings who ruled in Jerusalem before me. I have greater wisdom and knowledge than any of them. So I set out to learn everything from wisdom to madness and folly. But I learned firsthand that pursuing all this is like chasing the wind. And you chasing the wind, you're not going to get nowhere, okay? Because shit, the wind can't be caught. The greater my wisdom, the greater my grief. To increase knowledge only increases sorrow, right? Especially because shit, our people, they not going to get it. You ain't going to have nobody to share it with, all right? Then you know how things are supposed to operate, but it's just people just they want to do what they want to do or want to dive into how they feel and all that shit, but instead of doing what they supposed to do. That's some of the stuff we got to deal with here in captivity, man, and it's just part of conditions of the battle. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this and close out. This is Romans 8:18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be received in us. Right? So it's gonna get better. We just gotta get through this. All right, we gotta make it through to the other side. The Lord willing, we'll be partakers in the Lord's salvation and deliverance. So I pray it was something more like a righteous rant. And I pray and hope this was edifying, giving our praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, unto you believers and listeners out there. Shalom.